Hi, welcome to the Sifu Mimi Chan Show. Thanks for joining the conversation.
Hi, Mimi.
I just got the lowdown on you, Mimi, and I think I'm such a huge fan.
Oh, get out of
I
here!
just told her all about you.
Are you kidding?
Oh my goodness, I'm a huge fan.
This is so cool.
So cool. Thank you guys so much. Langley, thank you for inviting me, by the way, today. I'm going to give Hoon hell.
Yeah. No. Hoon didn't invite you because he knew I had.
Okay. All right. You're so nice.
Don't
you guys
give him
really...
hell. Forgive him.
Okay. I shall forgive
Or give
him.
him hell. Or give him hell.
Yeah.
I don't care. Give him hell.
Give him hell. He needs that.
Right? Okay. All right, we're taking a vote. I'm going to give him hell. You know, it's been amazing to be bounced from room to room. I feel like I'm speed dating the Warrior cast right now. But at the same time, you guys have been bouncing around from platform to platform. Warrior is literally the appropriate name for the show because you guys just keep on fighting.
Yes.
And one of the things I love the most is how each of the characters on the show are so multidimensional and there's never all good or all bad. And, you know, one of my good friends always says, you know, I'm a good person that has done bad things and I'm a bad person that has done good things. And I feel, especially with you two, and Langley knows this, I'm not a lot of love for Buckley, but Dianne, it's like watching you with the sweetest face and voice and just like all of this. And then you do such evil things. It kills me, but it's super entertaining and conflictive to feel such empathy for your character, especially when she does questionable things. But how do you manage to find that balance? Because it's absolutely, the execution is just perfect.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for saying that. And balance, I will say balance is key because, yeah, there's a lot of my Ling is throughout the whole 3 seasons. I feel like I've been, you know, as a cast member, we would read it and then we'd message each other being like, oh my God, this happens, or so many loopholes. Yeah. And every time she does something, you know, I always just have to ask, like, what really is the point of this? Why does she do this? And it just comes down to that survivor in her of making sure that, you know, she doesn't ever get back to that very vulnerable place of where she started in San Francisco, leaving China to come and rising the ranks and just needing that assurance that she won't ever be rock bottom again. It's been really fun to play. I obviously don't think that she does bad things. I think it's all in the name of surviving. But yeah, Myling has been such a trip to play as an actor. I've never been given a role quite like this before. Emotionally, you know, being able to work with all these talented actors, it's been a real dream over the years. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's been fun for us to watch. And Langley, I know we've talked about it before, but you are coming around. There are some moments where I see a bit of humanity and I feel a little for your character, but mostly I don't like you on the show. But I love you off air. I love you off air.
I will say that little twist at the end of season 3, I found myself feeling really bad for him.
Yeah, there was like, a little bit of
because I feel like for years we see him trying to find connection however he does in questionable ways. And you find like you got caught up in, you know, those rose-colored lenses. And to, I mean, it's a testament to the character of Catherine, because like really she played you and no one has been able to do that for 30 episodes. You've always been in control of every situation. And there was a moment where I'm like, oh shit, like what's gonna happen with Buckley?
Yeah.
Like I feel like this is like the breaking point for him. Whatever happens is like you're gonna crumble from it.
Yeah, I think it's you know, it's what's been wonderful in exploring this story, this you know, the love story, as you said, Mimi, the puppet master's strings are now being pulled by someone else. You know, and Buckley had to overcome these, I suppose, his deep wounds and his trauma and his obsessive compulsive behavior, that, you know, and not wanting to be close to people. as a defense mechanism. Yet ultimately, under that, I think that what you sympathized or empathized with there, Di, was that part in every one of us as humans. That's all we really want, is love and connection, and to be seen. And I suppose because he's been invisible for so long, it's one of the hardest things for him, stepping out into the political spotlight, is the fact that he is under such scrutiny, and he's being seen not in a very favorable light. And then all of a sudden there is this person who sees him, and gets him. And it's the first time in a very long time that he's had that, and he's had that awakened within him. And man, the poor guy just falls for it. It really is his wide open, gaping Achilles heel. And he becomes the mark. And let's see where this goes.
Yes,
hopefully
we definitely want to see where it goes
these seasons, and we get to see where this goes, because Di, I think you're right. I think this is him finding this out, because he's going to find this out. He has to.
Yes, yeah, he has to.
We would imagine he has to, but you never know. Jonathan has a way of keeping us on our toes and providing the unpredictable twist. But if he finds out, I think it would lead to some sort of major break within him. And what happens then if everything, all of that toxic wounding that Buckley has inside him, that he has not really been able to vent, if he suddenly vents that, watch out.
Yeah. What happens to the world around? What happens to us when Buckley is unstable?
Right?
Yeah.
That's terrifying. That is already terrifying.
Yeah. Because he's, even though he's, maniacal, it's all very controlled and very plotted and planned. So I'm excited to see. Now, I have two quick questions. One is, I want you guys to do a call to action, because I'm going to cut together a cool reel for everybody so we can make sure everyone's watching Netflix. But before we wrap, as daughter of immigrants, and as I'm sure Langley's told you, a huge advocate for Asian American history, not just for our kids, which is what I've done here, but like adults actually get to see a piece of historical fiction with this. There's so many events that have happened. Warrior is just a really special show that, while entertaining, also is able to educate without kind of throwing it into your face. But why do you feel these stories are so important to tell?
Well, I'll start by saying that as a Canadian, as an Asian Canadian, there was so much that I learned throughout this show. I wasn't aware of American history. We weren't taught that in school. And so
we're not taught it here either. Don't worry.
And that's what I heard. It's like half a page in your history books. And so a lot of this was so eye-opening. And while we were filming, it went hand in hand with what was happening around us, whether it was, the problem with immigration in the US, not just for the Asian community, but for minority communities. And then the Asian hate, the rise in Asian hate during the pandemic. I mean, I hope that what our show can bring is not only entertainment, but some light in terms of we are powerful within ourselves, and to uplift our communities in fighting for what is right. So passionate about the show. I think it's so poignant in the time. We're so proud of what we've created, and coming on to Netflix, it's just like a broader audience, the fact that millions more people can enjoy what we've created. I just hope that the message, the Bruce Lee legacy, is seen and felt throughout our show.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Langley, do you have a?
Yeah, I think what is so great about this show, another thing that is so great about our show, is the evolution of the characters, that that it doesn't lean into not just the Asian stereotypes, but it doesn't lean into stereotypes. So you have characters that are flawed and are racist and are bigoted in ways in which so many of us are in this world, and yet the audience can identify with the real human side of it. You look at Bill, he's a racist, heavy drinking, a gambling addict who has so many flaws and is yet so lovable, because ultimately he's trying to do the right thing. Right. And you see him grow, and there is a slow evolution. And I suppose if the show works in a way in that it might change people's perceptions by bringing action fans from certain socio-political backgrounds into the fold of perhaps being more open-minded to people who don't look the same as one, and I love that about the show, is that it doesn't lean into the stereotypes. It lets everyone just kind of be human and flawed and fucked up in their own magical way.
Well said. All right. They're gonna kick me out. So if you could just do one at a time, like a call to action, so I can put together everybody saying watch Netflix, thumbs up, all the things. So
Di, you go first.
February 16th, starting streaming all 3 seasons on Netflix, hopefully more territories, but please binge the show start to finish. The minutes matter. And hopefully we can rally on and for more. So just binge, tune in, please.
Yes, binge all 3 seasons of Warrior on Netflix. Most importantly, in the first 2 to 4 weeks when we drop, and give us 2 thumbs up when you watched all 3. And remember to tag on your socials, Netflix and Netflix Golden. Thank you.
Thank you both so much.
It was so
Dianne,
nice.
I hope we can talk again.
I know, I would love that.
Okay,
I would really love.
Langley has my info.
Okay.
I do. Thank you, Mimi. So great to see you.
Nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you too.
Are you still coming to Cape Town?
That's the plan.
Oh my gosh. Wait, you're gonna have such an amazing time.
I know. I've been wanting to come while you guys are filming, but it's just never really worked out. I mean, I want to be in the filming, I'm like gonna find my way. I'm gonna tell Brett to like throw me in the background, but like yes I've been dying to show up. So but the plan is I'm booked. So
amazing.
I know.
Awesome.
I'll be in touch. Thank
Bye.
you, Langley. Thank you, Dianne. So lovely to see you. Bye.
Bye.
That's all for today's episode. Thanks for listening to The Sifu Mimi Chan Show. Please subscribe and rate my podcast on your platform of choice and leave a review. You can become a patron of the show at patreon.com/SifuMimiChan to help keep this podcast going. Follow me and interact on social media at Sifu Mimi Chan on Instagram or Facebook.